Welcome back to the channel, JF Coins, fellow coin collectors, treasure hunters, history lovers, and anyone who's ever looked at a penny and wonder could this be worth a fortune? Today you're in for a real treat. We're about to dive deep into the fascinating, mysterious, and money-making world of the 1969 1-cent Ultra Lincoln penny. Yes, that's right, just a simple 1-cent coin. But not just any coin. This is a rare gem that could potentially be worth over $442 or even thousands more, depending on its condition, mint mark, and error type. So sit back, grab your coin jar, and get ready. Because this is one YouTube video you'll want to watch until the very end. We're talking about real money, real history, and real possibilities hiding in your pocket change. Let's begin this journey with the story behind the 1969 Lincoln cent, a coin that became more than just a piece of copper. It became an American icon, a collector's dream, and a potential jackpot for lucky finders across the country. The origin of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 in honor of President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it quickly became one of the most beloved coins in American numismatic history. The original design featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse side, while the reverse had the iconic wheat ears, hence the term wheat penny. By 1959, the reverse design changed from the wheat stalks to the Lincoln Memorial, commemorating 150 years since Lincoln's birth. That design stayed in place until 2008. And in the middle of all that came 1969, a year of moon landings, Woodstock, and some very special Lincoln pennies that would go on to shock the world of coin collecting. 1969, not just a year, but a golden era for coin errors. The year 1969 is significant not only in American history but also in coin history. It was a year that gave us some of the most valuable pennies ever discovered, especially due to rare minting errors and variations. Let's break it down. 1969, no mint mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint. 1969. D struck at the Denver Mint. 1969. S struck at the San Francisco Mint. But the most exciting part? Errors and varieties. One of the most famous varieties is the 1969 S double die obverse, but that's not our only focus today. Even regular 1969 Ultra Lincoln pennies, especially those with high grades, clean surfaces, or strong strikes, can fetch hundreds of dollars, with some collectors willing to pay even more for pristine or unique examples. What makes the 1969 Lincoln cent ultra rare? Let's get into the juicy details. What exactly makes a 1969 Lincoln penny worth more than face value? 1. Minting errors. Some 1969 pennies were struck with dramatic doubling, especially on the date, the word liberty, and the phrase, "In God We Trust." If you look closely with a magnifying glass and see these letters doubled clearly without using a microscope, you might be holding a fortune. There are also other types of errors that increase value, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, die caps, clipped planchets. BIE errors. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A 1969 penny graded MS-65 red or higher can be worth hundreds of dollars. If your coin has full original red luster and shows almost no signs of wear, it's what collectors call a premium gem. A typical worn 1969 penny may still be worth a few cents or $1. But a coin in mint condition? That's when the value jumps to $100, $200, even $442 or more, depending on the demand and rarity of the specific variety. 3. Rarity and demand. Coins with fewer surviving specimens in high quality are far more valuable. While billions of Lincoln pennies were produced in 1969, only a small number remain in pristine condition. And fewer still have the rare errors that collectors crave. Market value in 2025. How much is your 1969 penny worth right now? Let's talk numbers. As of 2025, a standard 1969 Lincoln cent in circulated condition is worth between 1 to 15 cents. However, if you have a coin that is in uncirculated condition, MS-65 red, it could be worth $150 to $442 or more. A rare double die obverse variety, you're looking at $10,000 to over $50,000. Graded MS-67 red or higher by PCGS or NGC, collectors are offering premium prices, especially at auctions. Don't forget, demand can fluctuate. The coin market is alive. Just like real estate or the stock market, a coin that was worth $100 last year could be worth $400 this year, depending on market trends, interest from collectors, and availability. How to check if you have a valuable 1969 penny. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look closely at the date, liberty, and motto. Any doubling, examine the color. Is it brown, red-brown, or full red? Red is the most desirable. Check the condition. The fewer scratches or blemishes, the better. Get it graded. Consider sending your penny to PCGS, NGC, or Annex. A professional grade can drastically increase its sale value. Join a coin forum or visit a coin shop. Get opinions from experts. Many dealers are happy to inspect your coin for free or offer to buy it. Selling tips: where and how to cash in. If your 1969 penny looks promising, here's where you can sell it. eBay. Look at recently sold listings to see what others have earned. Heritage auctions or gray collections. These sites cater to serious collectors. Local coin shows or dealers. Sometimes you'll get a better deal in person. Facebook groups or Reddit. Many coin collectors are active on social media. Always do your research. Compare offers. And if someone tries to lowball you, walk away. Your penny could be a hidden treasure. Final thoughts: from pocket change to profit. So what have we learned today? That a simple 1969 1-cent Lincoln penny could be hiding in your change jar, in your drawer, or under your couch, just waiting to turn into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. It's a history lesson. It's a window into the past and a door to unexpected fortune. So the next time you come across a penny, don't toss it aside. Look closer. Inspect the date. Check the details. Because that 1 cent could actually be worth $442 or more, and you'd never know it unless you looked. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you love content about rare coins, valuable currency, and hidden treasures. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny or if you're checking your change right now. Stay curious, stay lucky, and keep searching for that treasure hiding in plain sight. Until next time, this is signing off. Would you like a version of the script tailored for a specific audience, kids, beginners, or advanced collectors, or with Urdu translation? Today, we're diving deep into a mysterious and highly valuable coin that's been sitting under our noses for decades. Yes, we're talking about the 1976 1-cent Lincoln penny, but not just any penny. We're uncovering the secrets of the ultra-rare 1976 Lincoln pennies, some of which have recently been valued as high as $442 and in some rare cases even higher on private collector markets. This is not a joke. That little copper coin in your drawer might just be worth more than a fancy dinner or a whole week's paycheck. So stay tuned as we explore the history, rarity, errors, collector demand, and most importantly, how to tell if your penny is worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is not just a story about money, it's a deep look into American history, minting legacy, and a fascinating world where pocket change turns into treasure. Let's get started. The year 1976 was a big one in American history. The nation was celebrating its bicentennial, 200 years of independence. While quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins featured special bicentennial designs with dual dates, the humble penny retained its familiar look: Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. At first glance, the 1976 penny may seem ordinary. No special design, no dual date, no bells and fireworks, but here's the twist: even though it wasn't redesigned like other denominations, the 1976 Lincoln cent still holds rare variants, error strikes, and production anomalies that make it a golden opportunity for collectors. Minted in two main locations, Philadelphia and Denver, over 8 billion pennies were produced that year. But only a small fraction of them qualify as Ultra Lincoln rarities, the ones that command hundreds of dollars in the collector world. So what makes some 1976 pennies ultra rare and others worth just 1 cent? Let's break it down. Part 2. The secret ingredient, composition, and transition. By 1976, the U.S. Mint was still using the traditional copper composition for pennies, that is 95% copper and 5% zinc. These coins weigh 3.11 grams and have that rich reddish-brown shine when freshly minted. But copper was getting expensive and inflation was rising. So just a few years later, in 1982, the Mint switched to zinc core pennies coated with copper. This means that 1976 is one of the last full copper years, making it already more valuable than modern pennies in melt value alone. But here's the kicker: some rare 1976 pennies were accidentally struck with incorrect dies, off-center, double-die errors, and even on foreign planchets. Some were proof-like strikes, others had high-relief details that stood out even more than normal coins. And those coins, the ones with errors or extraordinary features, are now being bought and sold for $100, $250, even $442 and more, depending on their grade and rarity. Now we get to the important part: how can you tell if your 1976 penny is one of those rare ultra-valuable pieces? Here are the key features to watch for. 1. Weight test. Use a precision scale. Your penny should weigh exactly 3.11 grams. If it weighs significantly more or less, it could be an error coin struck on the wrong planchet, and those are very valuable. 2. Mint mark. Check under the date for a mint mark. No mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. A small d means Denver. In 1976. There were no San Francisco business strike pennies, but proof coins were made at San Francisco and carry an S mint mark. If you find a business strike with an S, that's extremely rare. 3. Error types. Double die. Obverse. Look for doubling in the date or the word librty. Off-center strikes. Part of the design is missing or misaligned. Die cracks, cuds, or lamination errors struck on foreign planchets or even on dime stock. Rare and often discovered by weight differences. 4. Condition. Even if your penny is error-free, if it's in mint state, especially MS65 and above, it can still be worth a lot. Coins with full red color, no scratches, and sharp detail are in high demand. Let's talk numbers. While most circulated 1976 pennies are worth face value or a couple of cents for copper melt, the rare ones can explode in price. A 1976 D Lincoln penny in MS67 red has sold for over $440 in auction. High-quality proof coins from San Francisco, especially deep cameo examples, have fetched over $100 to $200. Double die error coins in top grade can command $300 to $600 or more. Especially from certified auctions. Coins with off-metal strikes have sold for upwards of $1,000 depending on the nature of the error. Collectors are actively searching for these coins, and online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections show strong bidding wars when ultra-rare 1976 Lincoln cents appear. Here's the exciting part: you don't need to be a millionaire to find one of these coins. Old coin jars, pocket change, bank rolls of pennies, estate sales, or flea markets. Coin shows and swap meets. Check each penny carefully under a magnifying glass. Weigh it. Look for mint marks and doubling. And if you find something that looks promising, do not clean the coin. That can reduce its value instantly. Instead, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Certification can dramatically increase the sale price of your coin because buyers trust graded coins. The 1976 Lincoln penny is more than a coin. It's a piece of American history minted during the bicentennial year, a time of pride, patriotism, and celebration. Even though it wasn't redesigned like other coins that year, it quietly continued its legacy with rare varieties, hidden errors, and collector intrigue. With copper prices rising and interest in error coins at an all-time high, the value of these pennies will likely keep growing. Who knows, that penny in your drawer may one day be worth thousands, so the next time you see a 1976 penny, don't toss it aside, give it a second look. It might just be your hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1976 ultra-rare Lincoln penny, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on valuable coin secrets. Let us know in the comments, have you found a rare 1976 penny? Or maybe you have other coins you want us to cover next. This is Coin Chronicles, your #1 source for coin history, hidden value, and market insights. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Let me know if you want a thumbnail title, description, or tags for the video to help you rank better on YouTube. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated, overlooked, yet shockingly valuable coins still circulating in the United States. That's right. We're talking about the 1967 Lincoln penny, the humble 1-cent coin that has the potential to be worth hundreds of dollars. Even up to $442 or more if you know what to look for. Grab your magnifying glass, check your piggy banks, empty those coin jars, because you might just be holding on to a piece of American history, and you don't even know it yet. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because what you're about to discover could change how you see every single penny in your pocket. The year was 1967. America was in the midst of great social and political change. The Vietnam War raged on. Civil rights movements echoed through the cities. The space race surged ahead. And deep inside the U.S. Mint facilities, over 3 billion Lincoln cents were struck, all bearing the face of the great emancipator, Abraham Lincoln. a design originally introduced in 1909 to mark his 100th birthday. But here's what most people don't know: 1967 wasn't just any other minting year. It was part of a highly unusual period in American coinage history. Due to massive coin hoarding and public coin shortages during the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint temporarily suspended the use of mint marks from 1965 to 1967. That means whether your penny was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, none of them show a mint mark. This has made variety tracking from this era more challenging but far more fascinating for collectors. Let's take a close look at this iconic coin. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's timeless portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, reappeared on the reverse of the coin in 1918 and continued from then on. Around the edge we read, "In God We Trust, Liberty 1967, the magic year." On the reverse of the 1967 penny is the classic Lincoln Memorial design, crafted by Frank Gasparo. But here's where things get really interesting. Double die obverse errors, die cracks off center, strikes clipped, planchet struck through grease errors, and even extremely high-grade red examples with ultra-sharp strikes. These ultra-rare and high-quality examples are worth hundreds of dollars in some cases, up to $442 or more in auctions and collector sales. Now the big question: why would anyone pay $442 for a penny from 1967? It comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. While billions were minted, the number of coins that survive today in mint state, especially red RD color designation, is surprisingly LOW.IN numismatic grading color matters. Here's what you need to know. Brown, BN most circulated pennies, red brown, RB partially preserved original luster red uncirculated, vibrant, and lustrous. The most desirable professional coin grading services and numismatic guarantee company have certified MS66 and MS67 red examples that have sold for over $400, and even pushing past $500 in private sales or collector-to-collector markets. Let's not forget error coins. A 1967 Lincoln cent with a clear double die obverse has fetched prices over $300, and those with multiple errors or in pristine condition can easily climb into the high hundreds. So, imagine this. You find a regular penny in your pocket. It's a 1967. It looks shiny. You take a closer look. You realize it's a red, mint state 67 coin with a slight doubling on the date or lettering. Congratulations, you might just be holding a $442 coin. So how can you tell if your 1967 Lincoln penny is one of the valuable ones? Uncirculated condition. Sharp details, no scratches, full luster red coloration, bright red copper tone, no dark spots. Look at "In God We Trust, Liberty," or the 1967 date for doubling, raised lines, or blobs of metal from damaged dies off center strike. The design is not centered, but still shows the date clipped planchet. A bite-shaped piece missing from the edge of the coin, high-grade certification. If graded MS66 or above, especially by PCGS or NGC, even coins in lower uncirculated grades, MS63, MS65, can still fetch $10 to $50, depending on the market, but the ultra-high grades are where the big money starts rolling in. Still think your pennies are just pocket change? Old coffee cans in grandma's attic, forgotten coin jars in your kitchen, yard sales and flea markets estate. Sales rolls from your local bank. All it takes is one sharp eye, a little bit of knowledge, and a love for the hunt. Imagine turning a single penny into hundreds of dollars or more. A 1967 Lincoln penny graded MS67 RD by PCGS sold for $446 at Heritage Auctions. Another double die obverse coin fetched $322 on eBay. A clipped planchet coin sold $4.120. An ordinary-looking MS66 red coin sold $4.195. These coins are out there. They're waiting to be found. They're sitting in pockets, drawers, and coin rolls, and they could be worth a small fortune. So now that you know, will you check your change a little more carefully? Will you start your treasure hunt today? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1967 Lincoln penny, a coin that can turn 1 cent into $442 or more, make sure to thumbs up, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin values, history, and market tips. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload, and drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare Lincoln cent? Tell us your story. We might even feature you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time you see a penny, it might just be worth a whole lot more than 1 cent. This is where history meets hidden value. See you in the next one. Would you like a thumbnail title, description, or tags for this video too?